Hey everyone, and welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV, where today it is time for our level 35 Paladin quest. Hello there, Genlins! What do you got for me today? Captain Genlins wishes to teach you of more of the Paladin arts. What are you learning? Sheltron and Oath Mastery. Ooh! Sheltron, that is an ability that I need to make more use of in my main, don't I? You have earned the right to call yourself a Paladin, but how do others treat you? Do they recognize you for what you are? Remember that fancy swordplay and well-polished armor do not make you a paladin. You must be just in your heart and strive always to be an exemplar of true virtue. Once, not so long ago, the Sultan Sworn could walk the street with their heads held high. When they marched by, the small folk would look upon them with reverence and gratitude. And no one was more respected than the captain, my predecessor. When I first saw him, I was still a child. My father had promised to take me to a local festival, but somewhere he took a wrong turn. We became lost and stumbled into a secluded back alley. Luck was not with us because the next moment we found ourselves in the middle of a riot. Drunken hunters were firing arrows into the crowd and we were caught between them. There was no way out. It was only a matter of time before we would be struck. That's when the captain saved us from our plight. I'd never seen a sword move so swiftly. It flashed faster than my eyes could follow, and in seconds the hunters were on the ground or fleeing for their lives. The captain was gone down the street, slicing at their heels before my father had time to thank him. Even today I can see the captain as he was then, blood on his sword, armor impossibly bright in the sun. After that, all I ever wanted was to be a paladin. I would practice endlessly with my swords, dreaming of bandits defeated and monsters slain. Even after I became one of the Sultan's Sworn, the memory of the captain still inspired me. I was always the first to arrive in the training yard and the last to leave. And so the years passed, and before I knew it, I found myself named captain of the Sultan's Sworn. Yet the triumph was hollow, because by then the honor of the Sultan Sworn Elite, that very thing that had drawn me to the Brotherhood, was a mere vestige, like the discarded banner of a defeated foe. There were many reasons for the fall, but the loss of Oathkeeper, yes, that was a mortal blow. The sword Oathkeeper was bestowed upon the first captain of the Sultan Sworn by the then Sultan of Ul'dah. In time, it became our standard, the symbol of the oaths we had sworn, and it was treasured by each new captain for generations. Possession was proof of the Sultan's sworn command. But then the unthinkable came to pass. Oathkeeper was stolen by the traitor. It shook our brotherhood to the core. How can we be trusted to protect the Sultana if we can't even hold on to the symbol of our fealty? We have been tarnished in the eyes of ruler and ruled alike. If the Sultan Sworn are to survive, we must find the traitor and recover Oathkeeper, but the Sultan Sworn have grown too weak, and we cannot do it ourselves. We've been forced to recruit outsiders to help us in our cause. I have high hopes for you, my friend. It is a great thing that we ask, and you must learn more of our secrets if you are to succeed. In Outer Lenosia, near the Hermit's Hovel, is a grove where ringtails congregate. Pitting yourself against a host of the beasts would be a fine way to hone the skills that I will teach you. In the grove, you will find another brazier, this time filled with a potent incense that will drive the creatures into a frenzy. Defeat your attackers and return to me. Alright then, more training. Off to Outer Lenosia then. I'll meet you up by... Let's go Memorune's trading post in Upper Lenosia, a familiar location. Alright, we are passing through the Oakwood of Upper Lenosia, which is just north of Western Lenosia, north of Aleport specifically. Passing by Memorune's trading post, we're going to be heading up Thalos here, and into Outer Lenosia. It is an area we've been for hunting logs, and we have been for the Scholar 35 quest, so it is a familiar area, but we've not been there in the main story, so I'm trying to be thorough in showing it. Just gotta hike all the way up north through the many fossils of various sea creatures that somehow got lifted way up into the air. And let's see, we are looking for, nope, not that way. We want to head up towards the Hermit's Hovel, so keep following the road north, and we're going to be making our way northwest, and eventually we will come to our destination. Through the basalt golems, who we will not be fighting, please leave me alone. It'd be very polite of you to, oh dear. Well, they're not polite, I guess. Listen, I'm just passing through, you don't need to do this. Okay, I believe up this way will let us head forward. And then down the road towards Hermit's Hovel. And the ringtails will be just on our right down here. Oh, it is so dark. Hooray, nighttime. Oh god, I fell. Oh dear. Oh dear. It is really dark. Come on, get me out of this pit. I cannot see anything. There we go. Alright, down here, and where's the bridge? It is so hard to see. Here we go. My goodness. Light up the iron brazier. And let's deal with these ringtails. How many of you do we need to fight? Just the 2, or is there going to be another wave coming in? Oh yeah, I did end up starting to work on simplifying my back hotbars. It's not really worth it to keep all my buffs up on the back hotbar. It's just not going to be the most productive thing as we get 2 more abilities being available. We just simply will not have the room. So I'd rather not get into the habit of having those back there when we're not going to be able to have them for the long term. Another pair of leaping ringtails though. My goodness, this is what, the 3rd, 4th wave? That brazier really pissed them off. You were not kidding about its contents. Genlins? Alright, come on. Can one of you die, please? There we go. And looks like that is all of the ringtails, thank goodness. Okay then. Training done, let's head back to Genlins. Alright, Genlins, I returned from my training. Hopefully this was sufficient and I'm a little bit better of a paladin now. Well done, you have taken the skills I taught you and made them your own. I still do not have word of where the traitor is hiding, but I will inform you the moment I do. Until then, continue your training. Alright, we get Sheltron, reduces damage taken by 15%, costs 50 Oath Gauge, and Oath Gauge increases by 5 each time an auto attack lands. So we're going to have an incentive to let our auto attacks happen. Interesting. Alright, Sheltron, I believe I'm going to be putting you actually on the upper hotbar on right. Should be a good place to put it. And Oath Gauge. It displays the current strength of a Paladin's Oath, which increases as auto attacks are performed. A strong Oath is required to execute several select actions, such as Sheltron, Cover, learned at level 45, and Intervention, acquired at level 62, and will grow weaker upon using them. Using certain actions will increase the Oath Gauge, and I believe if we take a look at our actions and traits, do any of our... No, I'm surprised. I thought at least one of these would have increased our Oath Gauge, but that might not come till a little bit later. Interesting. I really did think that we would start to generate Oath Gauge just from using our regular attacks as well, but if it's auto attacks, that could be a bit of an issue. Alright, well then, let's move on to the hunting log then, and our first target's gonna be out in the Sagoli Desert. Alright, our first hunting log target is way out here in the southeast of the Sagoli Desert, but first we're gonna need some acorn cookies, tank food with a tenacity boost. And let's get started with Fallen Wizards. We are, for reference on the map, just southeast of Byregoth Strike, which is to the southeast of Forgotten Springs. And as always, you can also just check the coordinates. Also went ahead and moved Spirits Within back to the AoE hotbar. It will make sense at level 86. Also, yes, we are going to be getting enough abilities as Paladin that the left side face buttons are going to get full. This is not what I want to fight. Where's more Fallen Wizards? I'm going to assume, yeah, there's one up there. But yeah, our face hotbars are going to be getting kind of full, so it is just a good idea to preemptively move that to the back. At level 86 or so, it will become an AoE ability, but just trying to make sure I've got everything ready well in advance, so I'm not trying to rewrite my muscle memory way down the road. Okay, so we need to hunt, what, 4, I'm assuming? 4 fallen wizards? Yeah. There is also a sightseeing spot here, but I'm not going to worry about that for now. We'll save that for the next sightseeing episode. Or for a sightseeing episode, rather. Okay, any more fallen wizards around here, or are we going to have to start making our way to the west side? Oh, here we go. Okay, I want to try something. Let's use Sheltron. Okay, so we do get it from auto attacks, and auto attacks happen regularly, even if we are using our regular abilities. That is good to know. So that's going to be filling up pretty steadily, even though we are going to be using our GCDs regularly, which I would have thought would have interrupted that, but I guess not. Good, good. In that case, we do have a regular supply of Sheltron in order to reduce, what was it, damage by 15% for a few seconds? 15% for 4 seconds. Yeah, okay, that's pretty good. If we can keep that up at almost all times, that's a near persistent 15% reduction in damage. Alright, with the Fallen Wizards down, on to the South Shroud. Alright, our next hunting log target takes us to South Shroud, just south of Quarry Mill, on the path through Snake Molt towards Roots Lake. We've got tree ants to fight. Hello there. Let's go ahead and take care of, how many of you do we need to kill? Probably 4. Oh, that vanished in a hurry. Come on, there we go. 4. Alright, we gotta kill 4 of them. Well, there's plenty of them hanging out around here, so that won't be an issue. And I'm going to try and be in the habit of using all of my defensive abilities, just so that when I get into... if I end up doing any multiplayer content as a tank, I'll have the muscle memory for it. Though I have seen... well, no, not have seen. I do believe it is generally a good idea when you're in multiplayer content to hold off on your big shields like Sheltron, Rampart, Reprisal. Hold off on those typically until you have a mechanic which needs you to be protected against it, or if you're in big swarms of just regular enemies. Against bosses, those big mechanics, you'll probably need to take the damage, and having your Sheltron and Rampart ready to go, and Reprisal ready to go. Just a good idea. And when you're in big swarms of enemies in a dungeon, yeah, you're going to be taking a lot of damage no matter what, so just keep your shields up. Probably do them staggered, so you're not using all your shields at once. But yeah. Just want to make sure I'm in the habit of using that properly. Alright, next up, we are heading to Kurthus, it looks like. Alright, Kurthus, we've been there for hunting logs, we've been there for a couple of job quests, but we've not been there for the main story, so let's go ahead and see the route there. From Fallgourd Float in the North Shroud, we're just going to head west, and that's it. We're going to hit Kurthus Central Highlands very easily. Once we are there, we have about 3 targets to take care of, but we won't be able to finish our hunting log up in Kurthus because we do also have a target in Outer Lenosia we need to go back and deal with. Alright, our first targets are going to take us up all the way up here, I believe. We're going to be looking for Vodorigas down in the Witch Drop area, and Snowwolf Pups, which honestly should be scattered along the path there, but I remember a few being around Witch Drop. Once we're done there, the last target in Kurthus, before we head on to Outer Lenosia, is over here. It's gonna be a long trek, but we'll be fine. Just follow the road and we will make it there safely. And we're at about the level we're supposed to be in this area anyway, so it'll be fine. We'll be here soon in the main story, I promise. But for now, let's just hike all the way up north. And I don't really have much to say, so I'm just gonna show the path there and be quiet so I'm not rupturing your eardrums. Alright, passing through Camp Dragonhead, our first two targets will be just out the northeast exit, head through this little tunnel, and then we'll take a right to the northeast exit. And that'll bring us right to where the Vodorigas and the Snow Wolf pups should be hanging out. Alright, Snow Wolf pups will target you first. I see one right there. Alright, let's get hunting. I assume it's going to be 4 of each. Yeah, look at that. Have my rampart up and I'm taking barely any damage. Even when I stand in the AoEs like an idiot. Alright, one down. And let's see, I guess I can go bother you next. Try and get a second one while we're at it. And let's stick up our Sheltron as well since that's ready. Alright, one more. Where is our last Snow Wolf pup gonna be? Worst case scenario, we can just duck into the hole for Witch Drop to find the Vodorigas, but I do see this one. Yeah, I could have also just dropped into the Witch Drop, dealt with the Vodorigas, and then come back up once the Snow Wolves had respawned. But this works too. Alright then. Snow Wolf pups dealt with. Next up, down into the pit. Gonna need to fight 4 Vodorigas, and oh god, I just saw the number that we need to fight for Gladiator log number 40. It's gonna be 5 of the enemy here in Kurthus, plus an enemy over in Outer Lenosia. That's gonna be delightful. Alright. Vodoriga. There's gonna be 1. Let's snag 2 and 3. This is a lot of enemies. Or we're fine. Alright, and there's number 3. Just need 1 more, and I think we can find... Unless there's any more down here. Okay. We should be able to find our last one over this way, through the tunnel. I really do have so many abilities that I just don't typically use. I'm very bad about using arm's length to inflict slow on enemies. I'm very bad about, like, making use of things like Sheltron when I'm playing on my main. There's really a lot more I could be doing as Paladin, huh? Well, that's nice advantage of going through this series, is I get to practice at lower levels and try and force myself to work those abilities into my rotation and muscle memory. Alright, we are done with the Vodorigas. Now for the long hike. So I'm just gonna, you know what? I'm just gonna show where we're going, the route we're taking, and then I'm gonna just cut out the trek, because it's gonna be a long trek. So first we're gonna head down to Camp Dragonhead, where we were a few minutes ago. head all the way west to about here, south of the White Brim front. And this will be about, oh, we're going north, we wanted to go south. This will be about where our enemies are going to be located. But first, might as well show where that western exit from Camp Dragonhead is. It's not hard to find. South side of Camp Dragonhead, it is, well, wide open on the west side. Alright, I'll go ahead and meet you over there. Alright, made it to our destination all the way over here. Long trek indeed. It's only a few minutes to be honest, but it's still a trek. Okay, let's go ahead and take care of, we need to deal with 5 Hippocerfs. And then we'll head on to Outer Lenosia to take care of 3 enemies there. Okay, there's 1. There's 2. Now where can I find more? Are they all gonna be down this way, or do we actually need to backtrack a bit? Backtracking might be a good idea. I think there might be another spawn up to the northeast. Yeah, there's another 2, 3 spawns over here. Perfect. Oh, and we've got a hunt target here as well. Let's hope it is peaceful if we don't bother it. Okay, we'll be very careful. Don't use AoEs. Not that I would at this point, but since we're fighting 1 Hippocerf at a time, don't use Reprisal, actually. Yep, no, okay, good thing I remembered that. Reprisal is an AoE debuff to the enemies. Okay, now we are probably sufficiently, yep, we're sufficiently far away that I don't think it's gonna pester us. Oh, it's only 4. Alright, well, that's a typo on the checklist. I should probably follow a bug report then. I'll need to remember to do that. But sure, I'll fight an extra Hippocerf for fun. We're already here. We're already doing it. But I'll go ahead and meet you over at Outer Lenosia now. Alright, this time for our trek to Outer Lenosia, we're going to be heading via Wineport. We're going to be passing by Wineport here in Eastern Lenosia, and making our way up to Upper Lenosia. From there, we'll be on the east side of Upper Lenosia, and we'll be able to make our way up this route to Outer Lenosia, the east side. And our targets should be right around this area right here. Hopefully they won't give us too much trouble, and I was looking at the map and fell right off the road. Oh well. Hi, Grass Raptors. Please, 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 please calm. I'm not here to hurt you. Alright, so yeah. West until we get just south of Camp Bronze Lake, and then north the rest of the way. Not the longest trek, but still a bit of a trek. Can't wait till we get our mount speed increases. And yeah, we're on the east side of Bronze Lake. On the far west side is Memrun's trading post, and you can actually see the other side of that massive building from there. That is the Wanderer's Palace. We'll be going in there eventually. It's involved, it's one of the optional dungeons that you can unlock. And it's involved in a few side quests. Alright, just gotta sneak our way through light kobold territory. And unfortunately, as we come into Outer Lenosia, we will be in heavy kobold territory, so we're gonna want to try and be a little bit careful. Don't want them getting too angry with us. Okay, we've got kobold roundsmen here who are part of the Twin Adder hunting log. We'll save that for later, since they are over level 40, so they are a bit of a gap from us. Quite a few of them around here, though. Okay, we're gonna duck down this way, get away from the kobolds, and we'll circle back around to find our actual hunt log target, which should be down there in, well, kobold home base. Yeah, this ain't exactly a pleasant entry on the hunting log. Now, if there was a fate spawned right now, there's a fate that typically spawns right about here. It would actually spawn the exact enemies we need to fight, but it's not here. Alright, let's see. 21, 15 are the coordinates, so yeah, right around here is where they spawn. Ah, here we go. Grenades! You know what? The grenades are the same level as the kobolds. So let's do it. While we're here, let's actually go ahead and do it. We're probably going to end up fighting them anyway. Let's take care of those kobolds that are on our hunting log. On our twin adder hunting log, that is. I believe we only need to fight 3 grenades. Unless that number was also mistaken. Yep, 3 grenades. Hello there, kobold roundsman. Uh-oh, I missed. Uh-oh, I missed again. Oh, that could be an issue. Here, get Sheltron up. And our food has apparently expired, it looks like. Ooh. Alright, we are probably going to want to make use of our potions. Oh god, a kobold beadsman came in. Lovely. We just can't get a break. Yeah, this is why I didn't want to do this. This is exactly why I didn't want to do this. This is going to become a problem. Thankfully, I have... let's take a high potion of vitality. Get ourselves a little bit extra health. Wait, that was a mistake. I should have saved that for a high potion. Because I'm probably going to need a high potion if this keeps up. Alright, alright, alright. Juniper's dead. Juniper's dead, that's a problem. Come on, where is it? Oh dear. Okay, we can't summon you at the moment. Now we can, okay. I'm so sorry about that, Juniper. That sucks. That sucks a lot. But we'll survive. We'll survive this. We just got attacked by more kobolds than I had anticipated. Than I had intended, rather. I should have anticipated the sheer numbers. You did not deserve that. But thank you. I assume it was you who kept the kobold beadsman off me. Oh, yeah, coming down here may have been a mistake, but I really do want to get that hunting log done and out of the way. Oh! Oh, goody, that's an aggressive, high-level hunt target. Let's stay back. Let's stay back. We'll grab the grenades one at a time, kill them, and leave. Alright, back up. Oh god, it did turn around, didn't it? It could have spotted us. That's not great. Hi, kobold quarryman. I'll deal with you, and then we'll go for our last grenade. This is rough. This is ugly. This is what I call not going well. Okay. Oh dear, hi! Oh, you just had to respawn right now, didn't you? Okay. Kill the roundsman. And then we can go for our last grenade, maybe? Or we can go for that grenade. It's a little bit further from the hunt target. I do not want to have to put up with level 50 aggressive, high-end hunt target. That would be a bad decision. Here, I'm just gonna go start dealing with you. I'm just gonna start dealing with you. The roundsman's almost done. So I'm sure we'll be fine. Okay, that's 2 of 3 roundsmen. Yeah, we're close enough. I might as well try and finish those off before we get out of here, but... Oh, this was a stressful decision. I should have just waited for the fate to happen. Okay, do we have any more kobold roundsmen? Maybe if we head back west, or sorry, east, we can find a, less terrifying group. Oh, and there's the fate that I was hoping for. Okay, thanks. Okay, let's see. We just need one more kobold roundsman. Can I find one on their own over here? We got a kobold beadsman, kobold quarryman. Okay, there's a kobold roundsman. Can I sneak past to get to you? Here we go. Oh, please don't miss. I know they're higher level, but please don't miss. Okay, got you. We're clear. That is another entry on our Twin Adder hunting log down. I'll see everyone next time in that case after I get out of here. As we take on another main scenario quest. I'll see everyone next time for that.